Hello my friends, Asoka the Geek here, and for this review we're going to take a look at the new McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Collector Edition Batman as a Green Lantern. So here is both the regular edition and the Platinum Chase Edition. First of all, huge thanks to McFarlane Toys for sending me both of these for review. So yeah, here is Batman as Green Lantern. This has happened in the comic books maybe once or twice, and I think so, at least once or twice. And so yeah, he wasn't a Green Lantern for long, and you know, but it's a cool story, right? Batman as a Green Lantern. You know, you got the cool, like, Batman, Green Lantern emblem. You know, he's got an aggressive look on his face for some reason, but that's okay. But, yeah, there is a very specific moment I remember from the Geoff Johns Green Lantern run where he puts on the Green Lantern ring, he gets this costume for just a few moments, and then just can't handle it, and then takes the ring off. If I'm remembering that correctly. So I remember that, and I think this is kind of what that's based on. Although that artwork looks very specific from a comic, so I guess he must have turned into Green Lantern again later on when maybe past when I was reading the Green Lantern stories. So there you go. But anyways, this is Batman as Green Lantern. So yeah, without further ado, let's open up this figure, or both of these figures actually, and let's take a look. Alright my friends, so here are the figures outside of the packaging. So, collector edition, they do come with the fancier McFarlane card with the stand. We have some nice energy construct effects, a Green Lantern, two sets of extra hand on both of these guys, and the figures of course. Now, to be honest with you, I wasn't that excited about this particular release when it was first announced. The reason being is I do have the DC Direct one, which I'll do a comparison of or two later in this review. And that DC Direct one I feel is more accurate to the comic I remember, the aforementioned Geoff Johns scene where Batman puts on the ring for a few minutes, transforms into a Green Lantern, and then quickly takes off the ring. I hope I'm remembering that correctly. So I already have that version, and it's one of my favorite Green Lantern figures. So I wasn't that stoked for this version, but I gotta tell you, having this figure in hand has really changed my opinion about the figure, which I'll get into in a few moments. But yeah, again, here are the accessories, some constructs here. I do like the constructs on the Platinum one a little bit better, just because it looks more energy based. The green on this is very dark on these ones, but it works. But I do like the lighter green, so there's that. Then we have these nice extra hands, and of course there's the ring on the extra hands as well. But enough of that, let's talk about the figure itself. So yeah, getting this in hand, the first thing that really caught my attention was the paint. I am a sucker for any sort of metallic sheen or metallic paint. And you can see here on the shoulders, the gloves. It's weird. I don't know if the body really has much of that metallic sheen. It's more like just on the shoulders there. And the gloves has that metallic sheen to it. And yeah, I guess the bottom portion here as well. But I just love that. And it really really catches your eye. And I love metallic paint. So that instantly sold me on this figure. And then I really like the way the figure, the greens and the blacks work together, especially the different green we have up here, the more metallic green, and it just makes it look like a really sharp figure. I just love the color combination here with the silver, the greens, and the black, which of course is pretty much Green Lantern, but usually this would be like white gloves. I really love the more silver gloves. I don't know, it just really does it for me. And the belt looks great. The head sculpt, there he is, a little aggressive there, but it's okay. And he's got the green eyes. There's the ring on the hand. There's the back of the figure if you're interested. And then as far as articulation goes, he's a very nicely articulated figure. I mean, you can move him around pretty nicely. Typical McFarlane articulation you're getting here. You know, you got the little toe articulation there. You know, he moves around nicely. Great range of motion on the head. I really love it when they do this sort of head, honestly, where the head's attached to the neck. I don't know why. I just think it looks better. I like the way it moves. I know most people don't like that, but I do. I really dig it. Here he is at a few different angles there. So yeah, I'm digging this figure. He's definitely going to be prominently displayed on my shelf with my other Green Lanterns. There he is with the actual Green Lantern. Look at that. Look at that. Looks great. They did a great job on this. I definitely hope we get more Green Lantern figures from McFarlane. More standard Green Lantern figures. I like Batman as Green Lantern. What I would really love is the Elseworlds Batman as Green Lantern story. But that's just a great story. I love anything Elseworlds, so I would love to get that version of Green Lantern as well. That'd be awesome. So there he is. So let's take a look at the translucent Platinum edition. Alright, so here he is. And this is just a translucent version of the regular version. Now, what do you guys think about these Platinum Chase versions? For me, like, if I had ordered this from Amazon and I got this version, I would have kept it just because it's rarer and it's pretty cool, but I would have had to order that version as well, just because that's the version I really want, right? But I mean, there's been Chase figures for a long time, so I get it, and it's fun. I think it would probably drive a completist nuts to have to try to get every one of these figures, but here's what you guys think. I think it's fun when you walk into like a Target or a Walmart, and you see one of these Chase figures, and then you can make a decision, visually, or if you want the Chase or get both. But it's definitely interesting when you just kind of get these in the mail. I love how translucent the cape is. I don't know, that's really cool. That looks really neat. It's really nifty. Just really love how translucent that cape is. But yeah, there is the translucent version of this figure. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this figure next to its DC Direct counterpart. All right, so on the left we have the new McFarlane Toys version, and on the right we have the classic DC Direct version. Honestly, man, the McFarlane one's really doing it for me. As much as I love this DC Direct version, the new McFarlane one is pretty dope. So here's the DC Direct version. There's the floating Green Lantern bat logo thing on top of his chest. You see this one's got very white gloves, simple black boots, versus the McFarlane version with the nice silver. Actually, the DC Direct version has more a gray belt also, but honestly, yeah, I think I got to give it to McFarlane. I think the DC Direct cape a little bit better, just because it's a cool kind of green. But overall, I think I like the McFarlane one more. It's just the design of it is, I think, really cool, and even the logo is really growing on me as well. At first, I liked this logo more. Just my finger. But yeah, I think I like the McFarlane one more. So there you go. Give this round to McFarlane. I mean, this DC Direct one is still a beautiful classic figure, which will remain on the shelf. But the McFarlane one is gonna join him on the Green Lantern shelf. So there is the DC Direct version and the McFarlane version. Of course, the DC Direct version, I think, has a better sculpt just because it's less articulated. Very little articulation on the DC Direct version. The McFarlane one has more articulation, so you can make more poses and do more things with it. But I do wish, honestly, that McFarlane didn't even have any sort of, ab crunch here, because I feel like it really breaks up the sculpt. If you look at the DC Direct one, the sculpt is just beautiful, straight down. Again, less articulation, but for me, it looks like a better sculpt in that area specifically. And I display them on the shelf. I don't really do a lot of posing with my figures on the shelf. So for me, I'd rather have less articulation, and if this was all just solid, if you get what I'm saying. But anyways, let's see how this Green Lantern Batman looks like next to some McFarlane figures. So just give me one sec. All right, so there is the new McFarlane Bat Lantern next to Kyle Rayner and John Stewart. Only reason I didn't put Hal up here is because he was kind of in the back of the display. I didn't really want to mess up my display that much, but there you go. Yeah, he looks great. Looks awesome. I love the way McFarlane is using different greens. I don't know if this is intentional or not, for like Kyle, this one, and even John Stewart. They're all Green Lanterns, but I love that each lantern is very different. They all don't look the same, so I dig that. And I definitely think we need more Green Lantern figures. From what I see, most folks would love a really built-out Green Lantern collection with more of the aliens. We definitely need a Kilowog. So many Green Lantern characters you could mine. You could have a Green Lantern with every wave, and I think people would gobble it up. Definitely need a Jessica Cruz. We're still living off the wonderful Mattel Jessica Cruz from, you know, a number of years ago, but DC Direct never did a version of her, and we are yet to get one from McFarlane. So I honestly hope we get a Jessica Cruz Green Lantern sooner rather than later. But till then, hey, I like this Batman quite a bit. Again, the colors are awesome, the paint job. It's just an overall cool looking figure. You know what I mean? It's Batman as Green Lantern. How could that not be cool? So there you go. There he is. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If there's anything specific you would like to see, I can always do a quick YouTube short. I'll of course be doing more content on my Instagram channel. So please check me out there, Asoka the Geek on Instagram. And yeah, there he is. There's Batman as Green Lantern. As always, thanks for watching. Appreciate your support. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. And that's about it. Have a great day.